Hello everyone and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5. This is part 16 where last time we went to OKB-0 and we ran into Skullface. Then Skullface took us on a nice long and awkward drive where he just monologued at us the whole way until Sahelanthropus suddenly woke up and started going crazy. I think that's a good way to sum up the last episode, to be honest. And the next mission is Sahelanthropus, where we're going to prevent the combat deployment of the upright bipedal weapon Sahelanthropus and take vengeance on Skullface. So I've been very eager to get back into this mission because it left us on a to be continued cliffhanger. So let's play this briefing tape and get stuck right in.
Sahelanthropus is on the move. The instruments on the support chopper are all malfunctioning, and Eli's acting strangely for some reason. Something's not right. Boss, for now, just get away from that thing. Hurry!
Eli is acting strange. Eli is acting strange. The kid who will one day grow up to sit in the cockpit of Metal Gear Rex. Snake! It is me, Liquid! And then he crushes Grey Fox. Fox! I live for David Hayter's screams in that first Metal Gear Solid. And then his famous Liquid yells. My favorite. Sahelanthropus. It says to destroy it. I don't know if we can... can we Fulton recovery Sahelanthropus? I don't know. We'll put a rocket launcher on us. It seems like we're going to be needing anything explosive-wise. Maybe I could even put some anti-tank mines down, because it'll be walking. I'm not sure what else that we could really do besides a rocket launcher, and then, you know, some explosives. I think like, a rocket launcher should be able to cover it. I mean, he did say for now just get out of there, didn't he? So I guess we can run away from it. But we could use the rocket launcher as like a last resort. I don't know if even bringing D-Dog is relevant. So we might just solo deploy just to make sure he doesn't get damaged by a giant roaming bipedal Metal Gear. We will remain covered in blood until I am stinky once more. And then I can start having regular showers again. I feel bad for Big Boss, because that man is constantly covered in blood. All because of a suggestion to get stinky a second time. Episode 31, Sahelanthropus. Give it to me. We're starting to get cutscenes now, so at this point I can watch the credits. Because we know who's going to be in there. Because everything is so amped up right now, you know?
Got a spike on the RWR. Strange PRF.
What's wrong?
Control lost. Can't maintain RPM. We're settling.
Whoa, what? Oh. Psycho Mantis.
Recovered control. Ascending.
That's why Eli's acting weird.
Hey, Snake. There's something wrong with Eli.
Is he in two places at once? So we're getting a repeat of this except showing what Eli is up to. But yeah, watching the credits is fine when we're at this part of the game because we can expect crazy in every single mission at this point in time. There's no surprises of who's showing up. Huey was like trying to comfort Eli, and then Eli's like paralyzed or like stunned by Psycho Mantis.
Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Ooh!
Ooh! Liquid! So is it Psycho Mantis that's controlling Sahelanthropus? Is that the consensus? Is that what's happening here? Because the cockpit's empty. Because he's about to growl into our face from the ending of last episode. And then Liquid Snake's sitting in there shirtless. I love that there's no reason for Sahelanthropus to open its mouth to roar, but it's just so good. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's like a machine possessed, dude. It's standing up! Wow. It's got a dick. Metal Gear Boner. Alright, we just running away. Holy fuck.
PRF anomaly. Queequeg is outbound. Reporting the AO for now.
Fully expecting Queequeg to die because it's not Pequod.
Move in!
Wow, dude. That's a fucking impressive Metal Gear. Just as impressive as the day it was revealed. Brave of Skullface to be still right in front of it. Come on guys, my helicopter Gatling gun blew this motherfucker up. This is so fucking cool! Boss, get out of there! What the fuck? Where did that come from? Where the fuck did that come from? Fucking flame whip sword thing. What? Whoa. It can fucking jump. This makes every single Metal Gear that chronologically comes after Sahelanthropus look like a joke. It's having a bit of a tantrum right now, though. there was really no point in me getting a rocket launcher. Because look at all the firepower that got fucking thrown at this dude. All the firepower that got thrown at this dude.
Cypher will rewrite the records, and I will vanish from human memory. But the thirst for revenge that I have planted will infest the system. No one can stop it now. Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future. Major, I'm burning up!
Boss, get out of there!
Did Sahelanthropus just kill Skullface? Holy shit.
Out about Sahelanthropus, Skullface will have won. His plans will become reality. He won't even need to use nukes. That thing's mere existence would be enough to enslave humanity to the fear of nuclear Armageddon. It would tear the world apart.
It's the ability that the skulls have to summon those things and throw them at us.
Sahelanthropus.
How? Whoa!
Stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing.
Okay.
And provide backup.
I really should have got the anti-tank mines. Whoa! Can I just take a moment to talk about this, right? Sahelanthropus has just crushed Skullface. There's no body, so he might still be alive, but like, from what we can see there, Skullface, like, you know, I will be erased from memory, but his plan will live on. Skullface was such a very interesting character, and I really wanted to figure out more. I don't really feel like we got that. If this is Skullface's death, I don't feel we really got a lot out of him. I don't know, he did villainous stuff and he was a bad guy and he had this intention to, you know, remove the language and doing all this parasite stuff and all this groundwork to go after Cypher, but then it's just like it's and then Sahelanthropus just goes wild on a rampage. I'm assuming something to do with Cypher by how Skullface was talking about it, and now he's dead. And now he's after Big Boss. And then if Sahelanthropus is known by the world, it's over. But that was just fucking bizarre. So I'm not sure why Psychomantis is in particular freezing Eli, like not letting him, like, I don't know, he's like kind of doing something to him, making him weird. I don't know what the connection is there. I don't even know why Huey is out and about. Where's our battle gear, guys? Huey, drop the battle gear in. Just very strange. I only have this rocket launcher. I'm going to try and call in I'm gonna have to call in stuff, or I'm gonna have to see how I can go. But I might have to resupply. We'll see how we go, because I'm not doing much damage.
When you take cover, hide behind something tall. Don't forget he's looking down on you from above.
Dude. Dude, he has a literal flame sword that can also be kind of a whip. And he just pulls it out of himself. Like, that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. Does he have any weak points? Look at that fucking railgun, dude. Like, holy fuck. He's so strong. Oh, there's an automatic supply drop. Because I ran out of rocket launch ammo? Fuck, you're really gonna drop that in the worst place. I really should have, oh, shit. Why did I... Get out of the box! Get out of the box, Snake! Alright, I really should have done an anti-tank mine. That would have really helped. But then I was like, oh, I think we're running away, so it's kind of okay. Fucked up.
Great job.
Dude, this is fucking insane. The helicopter's been requested? Are we getting out of here? Oh shit, there it is. Oh, it's gonna attack with us. Fuck, I didn't even think of that. Duh, we got an attack chopper. Oh shit! Oh my god. What are those things? Yes, go! Thank you. Go, Pequod! It's a good thing we got GMP saved up. This is fucking insane.
Supply drop complete.
Oh my god, this is so much better as like a boss fight compared to when we first encountered him and we just ran away, got into a helicopter and kind of just like shot him. This is so much better. Oh my god, he's fucking running!
Watch out, boss.
Holy shit, dude. Look at that thing! Oh, he's now predicting where I'm actually going to go instead of doing it where I'm landing, I think. The reload time is so good. Just keep going, boy. Thanks, Ocelot.
Contain corrosive archaea. If that stuff hits vehicles or walker gears, it'll immobilize them. Target acquired. In hot. Sahelanthropus's grenades have a smokescreen effect. Once you don't get surrounded by smoke, it's coming after ours. Take it out. Supply drop. Hurry. Flush.
Oh shit! Did Pete... No!
Shot down the chopper. Already a backup chopper. Call it from your iDroid.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Did we just lose Pequod, dude?
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Dude, I think we're gonna lose Pequod. Pequod down! He better fucking survive that crash. I'm going to resupply because I don't need a stupid tranquilizer pistol. I'm gonna put on my grenade pistol instead. Anti-tank mines. C4 can even work because we can just place it on the ground and detonate it. But we'll see. Let me... Holy shit, man. That's insane. P-Quad gets fucking racked. We don't even have amazing equipment for our helicopter, to be honest.
Specify a project.
Can I develop these rockets, please? Thank you. We haven't bothered yet. We haven't bothered to develop any of this stuff. This is going to take 18 minutes. I don't even have much GMP left at this current point in time. Ooh, the flare. Yes. Okay, he's going to need to activate flare for Sahelanthropus. We should have been doing this ages ago. But I never expected this, so I've just... The only upgrades we've done on the helicopter was grade 3 for reduced dispatch time. That was it. He's got rockets now. And we'll have air-to-ground guided missiles in 18 minutes. I don't know if I can be bothered waiting that long, but at least we've got flares. If I could cancel that, I probably would have cancelled it, because I was like, 18 minutes, it's fine. Alright. But there's a couple of other defenses on there, at least.
Select a mission.
So now let's try again. This time, I would like to have... This time, I would like to actually employ the anti-tank mines. Then we'll place them. And then we'll start shooting the rockets, because I think it'll start calling in the supply drop automatically once we're out of like rockets. I think that's what I was getting from that. Secondary weapon, this guy. Primary weapon, this guy. Because it's better than nothing. We go on full explosive. And then give me this for the first time. For the first time, I'm going to equip the battle dress. We're changing our clothes because I need it. I want a head option. I've been going so long without a head option. Give me Skullface's hat or something, you know? Give me some cool head options. Let me get Octo face camo so I can change my face to other characters. Alright. Is this better? I feel like this is gonna be... This will be the one. If only we could have, like, an explosive missile launcher arm instead of a rocket arm. It's time for the battle dress. We're getting serious because I haven't done... I haven't used the battle dress yet. Now we're much better prepared. We're in better gear, which we have more defense. Everything's explosive. The helicopter at least has some rockets and flares, which I think is going to be important as well. Let's see how much better we do now. The fact that it can sprint, the fact that it has a fire whip, like what the hell is that? A literal fire whip.
Stop Sahelanthropus. Destroy that thing. I'll rally Diamond Dogs and provide backup.
Holy shit, man. Does it come after us? Does it walk after us? Because I hope it does. Otherwise I don't know what to do. Please tell... Flamethrower, dude! What the fuck? It's got a flamethrower, holy fuck! Of course it has a flamethrower, it's got a fucking fire sword as well. Holy shit. It's automatically dropping me a supply drop already, what the fuck? If I just run out of anything, is it going to give me a supply drop automatically? I guess the good thing about that... Holy shit. I guess the good thing about a supply drop is that I just don't have to pick it up yet, and it should resupply everything. I don't know. It's dropping me another supply drop, Jesus Christ. Where'd the stuff go? Oh my god. It disappears because another one came in. Talk about a wasted GMP, holy shit. Those anti-tank mines aren't even getting fucking launched. Alright, so if I just pick up the stuff before a supply drop lands, it won't disappear. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck is it? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, there's a fucking... There's a vehicle I can get in. Buddy. I could get in that. Maybe. I feel that I've been ripped off with the anti-tank mines, because the dude did not even trigger them. Alright, chopper's coming in. I want to see if we can get in that vehicle, actually. Oh, I just hit the fucking power pole. Go, Pequod, go! Ooh, we took a big chunk out of it there. Alright, what is this? What is this vehicle? Oh, there's a tank! That's even better. Ooh, the fucking... Whoa! Oh, am I gonna die? I don't want to die. Alright, how the fuck do we shoot this thing? I haven't been in a tank before. Dude, I'm running out of... Oh, he just... Oh, fuck! He just fucking just... Oh, that makes so much sense. He just fucking... Oh my god, he just fucking caked everything. Holy shit. He just caked everything. Oh, Pequod, dude, drop the flares! No! Holy fuck, dude.
Shot down the chopper. Already a backup chopper.
Dude, I've got no GMP left. You just stole it all from me. How the fuck am I supposed to even get down there? I shouldn't have... Dude. He just fucking... As soon as you get into a vehicle, he disables every single vehicle. Holy shit. I've got no GMP left. He just sucked me dry. I'm in the minus. I'm in the fucking minus. Because I've just been... I was developing cool stuff. How do we cancel development? I'm developing a $600,000 GMP rocket launcher right now that has Fulton capabilities. Can I do it? I just lost Pequod, man. I don't have another supply drop that can come in after this, right? Unless I just keep going into the minus and I'm in debt now. Oh shit! Oh, I just keep getting chucked into the minus. That's insane. Where are the supply is down there again? Man. You're pretty good, Ocelot. Holy shit! Whoa! I just smacked Psycho Mantis in the face. That was a mission task? Yeah, hold on. Holy shit, man. This is absolute madness. That was only one of the mission tasks, to land a hit on Psycho Mantis, I guess. Maybe we could have tranquilized him in that moment. Wow. Now this is a fucking boss fight. Mission task 2 out of 3. Dude, this is fucking cool. Get back here, buddy. I'm not done with you. Oh my fucking god. Get out of there before it blows up. Can't believe he just disabled every single fucking vehicle. Oh, he's on top of the fucking... Is that even allowed? Oh no, I'm not reloaded! I thought I had a rocket ready. I don't want a rocket. Don't give me a supply drop, I'm fine. I got this. Holy fuck. Completed mission task, 3 out of 3. What does this mean? The sheep! That was the best fucking Metal Gear we've ever seen. Every Metal Gear after this is put to shame. Metal Gear Rex, Metal Gear Ray. I guess without Huey building another one or having the know-how, that's why something like Sahelanthropus never gets built again.
Snake!
There's a bit of tension there. What the fuck?
Let's see Skullface.
There's a lot of important people in this chopper, dude. You don't want this chopper to go down. Let's go see Skullface. So he's still alive? I wish I wasn't in my battle armor for a fucking cutscene like this, though, you know what I mean? But I'll take it. The parasite, dude. The English one.
There were 3. Where's the other?
Very close to you.
Wow. Very close to you. Oh my god.
Kill me.
It's not going to be that easy for you, sir. Really? Oh, it's a decision. Where have we seen this before? When Naked Snake stares down the boss. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, did we just... Oh... Oh! That's one of the coolest fucking cutscene moments of my life. That's one of the best moments right there. Holy shit.
Mission complete, boss.
That was brutal. I was thinking maybe there was like, you know, we could take him back and interrogate him because like he might know things.
Kill me.
But that is much more brutal. Holy fuck. Why, Huey?
I did it. Revenge.
Well done, Huey. What the fuck? Holy shit, man.
Supply drop complete.
That transition between Ground Zero's big boss, like wearing the Ground Zero sneaking suit, and Miller when he was like imprisoned, missing his arm and his leg, and removing them from him. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Destroyed Sahelanthropus' head and successfully hit the floating boy with an attack. Those were the 2 bonus objectives for an S rank. Holy shit. So Skullface is gone. A better end in that scene, like holy shit, compared to just getting crushed by Sahelanthropus, Grey Fox style. Gets crushed by the boot of the Metal Gear. Well, Sahelanthropus and Skullface are gone. What's next? What happens after this? That was like almost an ending. This feels like an end. This feels like it's over. Like they could roll the credits. Not necessarily, but like almost. Like, because Cypher is still a target, and Zero obviously, but like we've dealt with Skullface. Sahelanthropus is destroyed. Which means all of XOF will cease to exist, essentially. Like, you could just fly... I feel like you could fly off into the sunset here. In terms of this story. It feels like it feels like that was it. Except Psycho Mantis is still in the helicopter. So I don't know. Especially with that cutscene having like the flashback to the younger Kaz and oh, Quiet's here too. Since when was Quiet in the chopper? I didn't even notice that she was there. Maybe we should have brought her along on the mission. Holy shit!
Anyone can give up his fight by laying down arms. But the feeling of holding a gun, that we'll never forget. Like our lost limbs. The sensation lingers.
Phantom pain.
Here she comes! Here she comes!
D-Dog! What? Battle Gear? Or Sahelanthropus. Yeah, the remains of Sahelanthropus. Holy shit. Only 2 choppers carrying that fucking thing.
In missing hands. We stand tall on missing legs. We stride forward on the bones of our fallen. Then, and only then, are we alive. This pain is ours, and no one else's. the secret weapon we wield.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
We will be stronger.
Miller.
For our peace.
It's Skullface, what the fuck?
Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future. Those were his last words.
Kaz.
Pretentious to the end. Still, doesn't feel like this is over. And I'll never be whole again.
Oh, Miller. There are an estimated 7,100 languages spoken in the world, but only 6 are designated as official language of the United Nations. One of the... I don't even have enough time to read. Oh my god.
Reaching out, grasping for a fleeting memory. All the thoughts keep piercing this broken mind.
Dude, Miller's speech, man, that got me.
I'm still standing, motionless.
Is it over? The jacket. Both Eli and Psycho Mantis have this thing on their shoulders. That was one of my favorite scenes in any single Metal Gear game. Is it over? That's it? That's the end? Is that the end? Sahelanthropus is in the hands of Big Boss. This song is so fucking good. Dude, that ending of all of them just looking at Sahelanthropus, I was literally sat there thinking, this is one of the best fucking cutscenes I've ever seen in a Metal Gear game. I was just like, this is so fucking good. And that was it. When, like, I was like, after Skullface had just been killed and they were leaving, I was like, that seems like that was wrapping it up. But then there's this, oh, there's still stuff. Psycho Mantis has an English strain and he's just given it to fucking Eli. We didn't even get any, we didn't even get any more details on like the gene test that they were gonna do on Eli. I didn't get any more Wandering Mother Base soldier missions, so I haven't been able to give any more photos to Paz. Nothing happened. There's like parts of this that I'm sitting here going, I don't feel that it's over. And Miller even was just like, it doesn't feel like it's over. But I mean, that could just be a line being like, you know, at this point in time, maybe Kojima was still part of Konami when that was implemented, and you know, the game was the series was meant to continue after that. If there is nothing after this, and that's game over, I am so fucking wrecked because this is one of those series where I'm just like, I want so much more all of the time. There's just so much good stuff in the universe, in the Metal Gear universe. But here we are. The credits are rolling. Cliffhanger moments have happened. Psycho Mantis and Eli. And a virus. Dude, I don't know, man. We never ended up even seeing anything about Battle Gear. Battle Gear never got finished or completed, so then Huey was just like, I don't care about Battle Gear anymore because now I've got Sahelanthropus at Mother Base. I thought when it was standing up, I thought it was about to just like, I had a moment of internal panic when I was like, is it about to just fucking destroy everybody and go wild at Mother Base? Is that what Huey's about to do? And be evil the whole time, and he's like, starts activating it, letting it wreck the place? Wouldn't probably be the smartest idea, considering I don't think Sahelanthropus can swim. I mean, fucking maybe it can, because Zeke was at the bottom of the ocean. There are so many thoughts running through my head right now, but I was just I'm primarily just absolutely shocked and blown away by the ending. I don't think that's a bad ending by any means, because I was like, looking at this being like, well, like, I think like the story's over. We destroyed Sahelanthropus, Skullface is dead. The parasite, as far as the characters are aware, has been taken care of, and all of that's done. Except for some minor cliffhangers, which is usually included to keep a story going and leave it open to continue anyway. And I was like, okay, it seems like it's kind of the ending at this point. I don't want it to be over, though. But by all means, that's not a terrible ending at all. It's like having Miller do that speech, and then at the end, you know, doing the whole I don't feel like it's over type thing is true, because there's more that happens. We know that a few years later after this game, that Solidus and Jack the Ripper are doing stuff. Solidus is doing his thing. Big Boss is obviously still going to be doing his stuff. We know that Big Boss will now go into doing Outer Heaven stuff in Metal Gear 1 and 2. We know that Miller ends up getting assassinated in his home in 2005 in the first Metal Gear Solid game. We know that Eli is going to grow up to be Liquid Snake. I really wish we could have seen little David, little Solid Snake. That would have been something special. With the bandana and everything. Put a bandana on him. Far out, dude. And that's the thing about this series that is unfinished because of Kojima and Konami's split, is there's so much more room for stories in this universe. Like, fill in all the gaps for me, please. Fill in all the gaps for me, please. Holy shit. The music in this game was incredible. Those vocal themes blew me away. I don't know what else to I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Really. This is just funny, seeing all of the 80s bangers, all of the 80s tunes. And then I just wonder how long these credits will go for. Right now that the music and credits seem to be coming to an end, I'll turn the volume back up. Post-credits dialogue. An Ocelot phone call, maybe? An Ocelot phone call? Oh shit, hang on. We just got 5 cassette tapes. Sahelanthropus, Skullface's objective, Metallic Archaea, Code Talker and his research, Sahelanthropus, again, but 2, after Sahelanthropus 3. Post-game tapes. Raging Sword and Nuclear Emblem. Raven Sword. Nuclear weapons can now be developed or disposed of. Oh shit. I'm getting S+. Ooh, I'm getting S members, dude. Is there a post game? Is there more? Is it not over? I'll just skip this because I got all my S members.
I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I won't see you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
This man acted as accomplice to the attack on Mother Base. Why are you here? Revenge against the boss.
I'm not like you!
I think it is time you knew.
I'll go alone. Boss, what are you...
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
What if she's a spy?
What if I'm a spy? Or you?
Kill her! What should we do, boss? Just give the order.
You were right. He is not one of us.
Boss.
Snake?
Chapter 2? Chapter 2! It's not over, bitch! Chapter motherfucking 2!
Diamond Dogs! Even with Skullface dead, our brothers are unavenged. And the phantom pain he brought us lives on. Cypher is still out there. We know they've planted spies, parasites among us. Watch the man to your left, to your right. Assume nothing. Report everything. It's the only way to protect ourselves. From here on out, You will be my eyes.
Holy shit.
This enemy's right here in our midst. And they will get no mercy.
Naked King. Naked King suits the mood. I thought there was something up with Miller's eyes for so long. But he was walking around just fine, so I just thought it was like a weird graphical thing, or maybe like the glasses. But is he actually blind now? Has he been blind like this whole time?
Unit function
Even with Skullface dead, our pain is still right with us. We need more strength. We need more men. Diamond Dogs needs to be bigger. Missions have come in too. We still have a long road ahead of us.
The game is not over. It's not over. I can't believe we just got a preview for Chapter 2. I kind of hate that they did that, but it didn't give away a lot, I guess. And it's all out of order, and it makes no sense. And context is very important. But what the fuck? And look at this. That's the coolest fucking thing. What does it say down the bottom? Diamond Dogs headquarters. The game is not over. Holy shit, dude. Chapter 2? What the fuck? Oh my god, I am so happy and so confused. Like, I was like, dude, they wrapped up that with a nice little bow almost, and it was kind of perfect for me, because I was like, at least knowing that bittersweet feeling and that, you know, that the series is not going to continue. I was like, that was not the worst way to let it go, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you look at that and you're like, fuck, that ending of the game with, like, maybe it's not over, there's more story to come, which is true because you can take that in a chronological sense that they will be Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 4. And then, by extension, Metal Gear Rising. But, like, now that the game continues, I'm like, oh, now I'm worried because maybe I'm going to see the part of the game that is not going to end like that because of the way that apparently Metal Gear Solid 5's development went and the Kojima-Konami split, that I'm like, ugh, that perfect little heartbreaking bittersweet bow ending might now be not that. But I do want to just really appreciate that moment specifically. I should probably go and check out to see if that battle gear is even getting built. Chapter 2 had more Paz stuff. Like, Paz, hello. Holy shit. I'm blown away. I'm blown away, dude. Check that out. We got some good members for our team from completing these things. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm blown away. I just can't believe that they gave us an ending and then had the balls to say, psych! Chapter 2, Nuclear Development. The fact that I literally went through all of those feelings and emotions of, man, we just reached the end of the game, holy shit, and I'm talking about all these feelings and emotions about it with you guys, only for it to not be over, I think is so fucking incredible. That there is still more, dude. There is still more. That is absolutely insane to me. It's going to continue. We got more side ops. Mother Base? Or Wandering Mother Base person? No, not yet. Okay, no important side ops, but we're able to extract people again. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Nice. Legendary animal captures again, because we only had the black bear. Oh, there we go. Mother Base Soldiers 6. We can do that again. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Oh my god, like I just like had the emotional feelings of an ending and this like just like this bittersweet acceptance of that was it and we're probably never gonna be able to get it again. Metal Gear's over. Not necessarily, but you mean like as in like the last one in release order, it's done. And I'm so glad that it's not. This game is so much fun to me. It has pacing issues in terms of the story, most definitely, with it being like an open world game, but fucking hell, does that really not matter to me as much, you know? This is, again, I'll reiterate, like, this one explosive chapter 1 ending and like how I feel about it and how I think that's one of the best Metal Gear things in history doesn't mean I consider this to be like the best or my favorite Metal Gear. Still doesn't really take that spot. I think I want to actually think about that one a lot before I come to a final decision, but my god, if I don't feel absolutely blown away by chapter 1. So to me, chapter 2 is just extra. Chapter 2 is just like, hey, no matter what happens in chapter 2, more story stuff, definitely, because we saw it. Snake's horn was like fucking out here in one of those shots. No matter what happens, to me, I consider this all like an extra, almost post-game bonus stuff, because the game, chapter 1 was a complete game for me almost, you know what I mean? So we've got, this is actually interesting, by the way, is we have 3 main missions, 2 of them. One says subsistence, and the other one says extreme. And they're the same as these. C2W. And back up, back down. Interesting. Seems to me that... the game continues. You're able to do all this new development with like nuclear stuff, and there's more side ops, and there's more story to come. But they're also putting main missions as like a replay, but with like different titles. Like Subsistence, I believe, was the Metal Gear Solid 2 re-release. It's Metal Gear Solid 2, and then Subsistence, and then Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater was released again with also another title, I think. Metal Gear Solid 3 something. I might have gotten them mixed up. Hold on. Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, no, Subsistence was Snake Eater. Subsistence was that. But Metal Gear Solid 2 was Substance. It is Substance. Subsistence and Substance. Very similar. But then we've also got another main mission which is highlighted in yellow, which seems to be continuing the story. A Soviet soldier who had been collaborating with the CIA has gone missing. Extract this CIA mole. And then... oh, I see. So it's showing the extreme, high difficulty level, chicken hat and reflex mode unavailable. They're like, by this point in time... you don't need the reflex mode. Subsistence, the ultimate in solo infiltration. All weapons and items, OSP, on-site procurement. Chicken hat, reflex mode, supply drops, buddy deployment, support helicopter attacks, and support strikes unavailable. Alright, so it's opened up like a higher difficulty, run through the main missions again type deal, but it looks like they're optional, but we're gonna check them out. That's for sure. But we have a lot of combat. We have a lot of cassette tapes. Sorry, I read combat. We have a lot of cassette tapes to listen to. Oh. This is Sins of the Father, okay. I'm gonna be listening to that for a while. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go and lie in my bed, stare at the ceiling, and listen to Sins of the Father for a while. Holy shit! Okay, we got a bunch. What I think I should do is we are going to have a listening session. We are going to have a listening session on the ACC. But we are going to do some...
Please select a delivery point.
Traveling. Let's go to the medical platform. We're going to see if there's anything going on with Quiet. I'm also going to go check the battle gear. And take this time to collect my thoughts. Alright, the music's playing. It's playing Kids in America. It's my favorite, but I'm going to talk over it. And Quiet is just stood in here and not doing anything, so that's cool. Just stop talking. Stop it. I might just go visit... I might just go visit Paz just to check. Stop playing the music. I wish you could turn it off. Let me just turn off the power to Mother Base real quick. Just to see if anything happens.
Snake?
Ooh. She's reading the book.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me, Snake.
Okay. Nothing until we get another photo. We made her drop her book. We startled her. Alright.
Back again. Okay, Snake?
Yeah. So, the coming up in Chapter 2 stuff shows Paz in the actual stuff, doing things, you know what I mean? Which is very, very interesting to me. Very interesting to me because of the details with, I'm just going to turn that right down. Details surrounding the fact that you can miss her. Because the game doesn't tell you, to go to the medical platform and see her with the Mother Base photos. I wonder if maybe automatically when you reach Chapter 2, it might be like, hey, we got a surprise for you. And it's Paz. That's the only way that I could figure out that makes sense. Otherwise, they were just it just means that they were kind of just expecting you to figure it out. And to find her. Without telling you. So I'm just glad that I got 7,000 hints to check out the medical platform. So we could get that lovely piece of story. Alright, Huey, what's going on? It's a cutscene. Okay. There it is. I think what I love about the top, like the head, is it's similar to, that head is similar to the Mark II from Metal Gear Solid 4, right? Like the head is similar? It is, yeah. Kind of, but not really. but also it kind of is. Like, I think what I really love about that is showing Huey's work in like D-Walkers and the Battle Gear and stuff like this, and how Otacon makes his own little Mark II guy, which is on wheels as well. Like, it's his own little mini Walker gear, essentially. Well, I guess there's the part of the Battle Gear. So he's still working on it. He's still doing Battle Gear, despite the fact that apparently Sahelanthropus is just chilling out on Mother Base now. That should be just viewable. Well, actually, I need to think about that. What platform do you think we were on? Were we on the R&D platform? It would make sense, considering the fact that Sahelanthropus would need to be like worked on and repaired. R&D seems like the best place for it. They get dropped. We should try and go upstairs.
Boss, welcome home.
Look how covered in blood this battle dress is. Let's go up to the top. I want to see if Sahelanthropus is here. It's been a while since we've had a good run and explore around Mother Base. Pretty sure that's actually not the way to go. Let's go this way. Just a casual pipe shortcut up to the top. Yes, dude, there it is. Sahelanthropus on the R&D platform. There it is. Far out.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's good. It is pretty unique after all.
Yeah. I was confused by a lot of things at first.
It treats you differently based on your color or country. In that respect, it's very open-minded.
Yeah. I don't know what the future holds, but for now, I plan on staying.
Glad to hear it. Looking forward to working with you.
Same here.
You flirting at my Mother Base?
Thank you for getting rid of the disease.
That's no worries. Thank you for the diamond. Okay, I am pretty happy with that. We're going to go to the helicopter. And we're going to listen to these cassette tapes. We're going to get all of that sweet, sweet end of chapter 1 story related content.
Roger.
And we will enjoy every minute of it, because it'll probably be many minutes, considering the amount of tapes that we actually got.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Okay, Pequod is alive. In the chaos of that boss fight, it was like fucking Pequod just got murdered and destroyed and blown to smithereens in the helicopter. Pequod lives. That man can survive anything, apparently.
Gaining altitude.
Maybe we should go find Eli on the command platform and just punch him square between the eyes. I really am kind of disappointed that they do like a coming up in chapter 2. It's intentional. That Kojima intended for you to see flashes of what was to come. It's a classic, like, next time on Dragon Ball Z, Frieza destroys Goku, and we just spoiled the whole episode for you. Come check out next time to see if Goku survives. You know? Because we know that Eli, the little bitch, is going to do what he does in 2005 in Metal Gear Solid 1. He's going to be in the cockpit of Metal Gear. Just that imagery is so good. Such a nice callback even though it's chronologically set earlier. This will be his first time doing it, but it's a great callback to Metal Gear Solid 1.
Mission updated.
You can now give the order to develop or dispose of nuclear weapons from your iDroid. With a nuclear deterrent, even if you're discovered while infiltrating a rival PF's FOB, most PFs won't dare retaliate. But you, of all people, know how dangerous it can be to have nuclear weapons. So will you add nukes to our arsenal as a deterrent? Or will you take them away from other PFs and dispose of them to help build a world that's free of nuclear weapons? I'll leave that decision up to you.
Oh, wow. So it's like an online thing? Where you can either choose to have a nuclear deterrent or remove them entirely. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think that's cool. I'm going to take a quick little break after that explosive ending of Chapter 1, and then we'll get into the cassette tapes. Alright, it's cassette tape time. Sahelanthropus number 2, the armor material.
Emmerich didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength. He had nukes in mind. Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment Archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those Archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time. The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%. The end result being highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. Sahelanthropus' body itself becomes a nuclear bomb. Emmerich says if it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium.
That's not very much.
No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield, and the international community will never suspect a thing.
Okay. Dude, Sahelanthropus is a complicated beast.
I just received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Emmerich.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss, I want to hear it straight from you.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic Archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. Sahelanthropus just isn't a weapon anymore. It'll draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
The weapons development strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night. We've started on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss, why keep it?
It's a mark. Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived. Every one of us threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis to its end.
A mark in history. So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us. But we still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Roger that.
Roger that. So Emmerich is not allowed anywhere near it, even though he's very happy to see it return. Very interesting. The safety mechanism of nuclear saturation.
You said that the nuke Skullface was trying to spread around the world were equipped with a failsafe. Something that could shut them down at will. His will.
Quite so. After all, he needed a guarantee that a buyer wouldn't simply turn the weapons back on him.
So how can they be stopped?
The criticality trigger, that is, the detonator, is a complete black box design. Any attempt to dismantle it causes it to melt in seconds, using the corroding archaea. The design ensures that no detonation is possible unless he disengages the lock.
So he had a way to disengage it remotely?
Precisely. The client simply presses a button. At that moment, the detonator begins transmission with a surveillance satellite. The satellite reports to him how the client is trying to use the nuke. If he does not object, the lock is disengaged.
But if it's a risk to him in any way...
The detonator melts down. The same is true if detonation does not occur within a preset time after the lock is disengaged. The nuke is rendered useless.
Who the hell would buy something with strings attached like that?
The client would never know until the moment they actually try to use it. Most likely, he would have explained the time delay as the detonators needing time to activate. And he only intended to sell to technologically primitive groups in the first place.
Let me guess. He'd claim it was defective and offer a replacement. Shadier than a used car salesman.
Skullface shakes your hand like a friend, using the other to control you like a puppet. This is how he works.
Well, I mean, it's how he worked, because that boy's dead. I can't believe Huey put the final bullet in him as well, and then he was like, yes, revenge. I was like, Huey, you're such a dickhead. Honestly.
Code Talker. Haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites. I supply them with water, and in return, I receive sugars they produce when exposed to light.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is thanks to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years. I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited them to discover the body of an old man. Well, to be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues, and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation. And so I made a decision. To truly know the parasites, I had to live with them.
So, you implanted them inside you from the dead man's flesh?
Correct. It was quite a gamble. whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately, it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them, and yet another that, however, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones.
The Cobra unit, dude. The motherfucking Cobra unit.
I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me, but my wishes were denied. Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks. This has been helpful.
Quiet was lit on fire, and she falls out the window at the very beginning of the game, right? Before we knew that she was Quiet, she was just a woman in military getup trying to kill us as soon as we woke up. Parasites have kept her alive. They've very clearly replaced her internal organs as well. The same thing as Code Talker, and that's how. And same with the female sniper skulls. They could disappear and reappear in exactly the same way. Quiet is infested with parasites, and that's why she's able to do the things that she's able to do. Because it even keeps they stay in like a dead person's body as well. And he's talking about the research 20 years ago, which is in 1964, which is around the time of MGS3, and he's talking about fucking the Cobra units, the Cobra unit's special abilities that they can do. Really love tying that kind of shit together, because like Metal Gear Solid 3, even in the 60s, had some crazy shit going on. That whole Cobra unit was fucking bizarre. So it's really cool to see some linkage here in relation to the different research that was taking place. Anyone who skipped out on cassette tapes playing through this game, I feel so bad for, because I get the whole thing of like story and tapes and that kind of stuff. I'll just skip that and we'll just play the game, and then all of this story, all of the story that's in there is just lost on a first playthrough. Taking this all in that first playthrough when you're going along the story as it all comes, I think is just like so important. And yes, we can look at this and go, man, it would be so good if these were all like the Metal Gear Solid cutscenes. That's a discussion for another time. The point is, like, I'm so glad that these are part of the game in general, and that I'm not skipping out on them, because they're so important, and they really do tie into like the Metal Gear Solid universe as a whole. Like when you have like just a couple of lines of dialogue that can be easily missed. I had to rewind just to make sure I heard that correctly. I'm like, yeah, they're talking about the Cobra unit from MGS3. That's awesome. We will now listen to Skullface's objective, of which there are 5 of these, so we'll smash these out now as well.
Skullface has finally burned out. The world is rid of his existence at last.
Was he still alive?
You could say that. But you could also say he'd been dead for decades.
What's that supposed to mean?
Biologically speaking, it's hard to say how much was his life.
Side effects from the treatment?
No. The primary effect. Keeping a dying host alive as long as possible. That is the whole point. But in the end, he grew too dependent on his children. As if he had any other way to keep on living. He first underwent parasite therapy before the Soviet Union became his home. His body was horribly burned. Fire washed across his thin young frame and stole his skin and his throat, even his lungs. Only through repeated therapies could the parasites keep him alive. Most of his life became something the parasites gave to him.
And then he lost the ability to die.
That is correct. The parasites live on past the host's death, still aiding cell composition. At that stage, there is no way to extract them from the host cells. There is no way of knowing when the last cell of Skullface's body would die. The only choice was to burn the whole thing. And his children, along with it. And I am one to talk. When my life is snuffed out, I expect you to treat my body the same way. And when I burn, I will truly be one with my children for the first time.
So anyone who has like these parasites in them, which Skullface, which makes sense, he's fucking full of them, you gotta burn those bodies, be like, get rid of them. Otherwise those parasites will keep on trying to keep the host alive, which is crazy.
You say there were 3 English vocal parasites?
According to Skullface, yeah.
Skullface had 2 of the English strain with him. You burned both of them.
There was an oil fire. I tossed him in.
So that just leaves 1. And you tell me Skullface said he used it?
He said it was very close to me.
Very close. One of your comrades. Or someone ordered to kill you. Or he could have been speaking metaphorically.
Used it on Quiet, man. He used it on Quiet. He used it on Quiet. Why didn't that click with me when he said very close to you before? Quiet can't fucking speak because the English strain was used on her. And the second one that Big Boss threw into the fire was caught by Psycho Mantis and now sits in the hands of Eli. Which we don't know what he's going to do with it. But we know that at least the third strain has not been kept away, hidden somewhere. It's been used on Quiet. But she can hum. This is assuming that Quiet speaks English. I'm assuming that she does. This makes the most sense. Very close to you. The English strain was used on Quiet, is what I am assuming here.
Metaphorically. Close to your spirit. Close to your heart. Someone who either loves you or despises you.
The second one makes a long list.
Whichever it is, act with caution. Skullface implanted someone with the English language strain. Who it is irrelevant.
Why?
I tell you what Skullface really meant. Very close to you means you will be exposed. All the infected here have been given the Wolbachia. Even if the vocal cord parasites infect them now, they cannot reproduce. But if there's a different host among us, host to the English strain.
If that were the case, we'd see the symptoms.
What about the non-English speakers?
We have plenty of those, but the staff use English as a common language.
But if that someone has not spoken English yet, and begins to speak it now,
there'd be another outbreak.
The final mating pair of the English strain must be found immediately. Skullface is gone, but his threat still remains. On this base, do you see what the final mating pair is? With him dead, those parasites are the stain he wished to leave upon the world. His thirst for vengeance. In the flesh. Think. Does anyone here bear a grudge against you? Who would target you specifically?
You know what? I don't, like, if it's quiet, it could be, and she wants to speak. That's all she needs to do, is speak. She can hum, which I believe means she has the capacity for speech, right? And this is what I was questioning. So it's not like, maybe she hasn't had her voice removed, but she is able to, she's not speaking for a fucking reason. Because she maybe is aware that she's got the strain. That is a time bomb waiting to happen right there.
The ethnic cleansers that Code Talker mentioned, they weren't Skullface's true goal. All we have is circumstantial evidence, but here's my theory. It was Cypher who started developing the vocal cord parasites as bioweapons, parasitic weapons, and Africa was the testing ground for them. As Code Talker said, their purpose is the ethnic cleansing of only those who speak a particular language. So they could do a weapon of mass destruction to eradicate specific groups, races, ethnicities, or colonies by the language they speak. Or a kind of absolute language control. Or maybe a tool for those arrogant fools to build some misguided utopia. I can see plenty of uses for them. However, in practical terms, they wouldn't be as dangerous as you'd think. Counteracting the parasites is easy, after all. Cut them out of your throat to save your life, or just don't talk. That also prevents the infection from spreading. So if the international community were to find out about them, they'd no longer be the threat they were conceived to be. In which case, their targets would be limited to minority groups as a deterrent or a terrorist tool. It's hard to imagine Cypher developing something like that as a main weapon for their arsenal. That leads me to think we've only tugged on one little thread in Cypher's grand tapestry. An obscure corner of their work, possibly forgotten altogether. In any case, things changed. When Skullface was forced to relocate to Africa and he saw that thread dangling. All the time he continued that research, he was secretly following his own agenda. The ethnic liberator parasites. His English language strain. Skullface said there were only 3 samples of the English language strain parasite, and I think we can believe him. Bringing his ethnic liberator's plan to fruition depended on creating an English version of the vocal cord parasites at all costs. But an English strain would have been useless to Cypher. Worse, it could have destroyed everything they'd built. It was the one type they couldn't allow. That means Skullface was forced to develop his English strain out of sight of Cypher's network. Naturally, he couldn't use the greenhouse facility Cypher had set up and filled with guinea pigs. Skullface must have found some secret place to create his precious few English parasites, hiding all evidence like a man cheating on his wife. Somewhere, an entirely standalone environment. And when his plan entered its final phase, he must have made the place disappear. Some little room, could be anywhere, but now nowhere at all. We'll never know where he did it, but to elude Cypher's surveillance, it couldn't have been big. I believe Skullface was telling the truth. There were only ever 3 samples of the English language strain. Why activate Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan? This is how Skullface wanted things to play out. The Soviet Union secretly develops a new type of nuclear weapon and successfully deploys it in Afghanistan. Revealing the existence of Sahelanthropus results in a return to the glory days of the Cold War. The threat it poses reignites the nuclear arms race between the world's major powers. The demand for nuclear weapons increases around the globe. What if you then introduced a nuclear weapon anyone could get their hands on? Non-nuclear nations, militant groups of all shapes and sizes, they'd all jump at the chance. Sahelanthropus was a marketing tool to sell nukes all around the world. But I think it's safe to say that plan was stamped out before it got up and running. The world's intelligence agencies never did turn up anything conclusive on it. After all, Sahelanthropus vanished before word could spread. Everything that's happened is already a fading memory, never to join the pages of history. Except for Cypher. Cypher won't forget. They'll already be working on something quietly beneath the surface. They'll use the pieces of data scraped together from this incident to build their own bipedal weapon. It'll take them a long time to complete it, but for now, the Greed sector have found their new life's work. We'll have to be ready too.
And there are the tapes completed. Achieved an Intel tapes played rate of 50%, which means all of the tapes that we listened to so far, all of these, is just over 50% of the tapes to listen to. Interesting to know.
Please select a mission.
To Know Too Much is the next one. A Soviet soldier who's been collaborating with the CIA has gone missing. So I think that is going to be what we end up experimenting.
Complete.
Experimenting with. We'll do that next mission. Our R&D platform is fully built, but I can start doing them on here, so I can continue getting more members, so I can do my online ones. But because yeah, R&D is the one where people keep going the most in my place. The Intel platform probably next. I think I might take do the command platform. Start building the command platform.
Construction.
Now I don't have enough GMP or fuel resources for anything else, but that's fine, because I will get more. I will always get more, and that's why we have a million side ops that I can just replay, and a bunch of new ones. I'm gonna have to do the Mother Base Soldier so we can start going back with Pars as well. But for now, I think we will jump into the next main mission, To Know Too Much.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Actually,
Mission not accepted.
The agent that the CIA had working for them inside OKB-0 has gone missing. We've been given the job of finding and extracting him. The target learned of XOF's plans to use vocal cord parasites and had hidden himself with the CIA's Mujahideen allies. But following Skullface's death, the Soviets retook OKB-0 and all contact with the target was lost. He may have tried to go back to OKB-0, but even Langley isn't sure what's going on. After all, they've never even learned of Skullface's plan. That's probably what they want to get out of the man once he's extracted. But we can't allow Langley to learn of the existence of the vocal cord parasites. That's why I want you to bring the target out, boss. Once we have him, we can report him dead and keep him on base. All contact with Langley is being conducted through a cutout. Our reputation should remain intact. As for the reward, it's already in the hands of the cutout. All you have to do is get the job done. Just like always.
Just like always. Let's go. Let's accept the mission.
To Afghanistan.
Drop in. Not in the hot zone. And let's change let's change our gear, shall we? That Sahelanthropus mission was a hell of a time, wasn't it? Goddamn. Let's get back to work properly. And we'll just do this mission as Solid Snake. I want to chuck on the sneaking suit again. Been a little while since I've done the sneaking suit. Look how good this suit looks. It still looks great, guys. We're gonna rock the sneaking suit. Me and D-Dog are matching.
Deploying.
Let's fucking go. Honestly, it feels so weird playing like a chapter 2 when it felt like an ending. And I'm just like, man, I didn't expect an ending to come so soon, and then it makes sense because it wasn't even over, but then I'm just like, oh my god. It continues to know too much. Yeah, I can go back to not looking at the credits again.
The target was laying low with the friendly Mujahideen during the vocal cord parasites incident. The man headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
I'm kidding though, because like at this point, if I get a mission that says like Skullface is gone, there's no surprises with him anymore. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it's probably safe to just watch the credits from now on. As naive as that sounds, there'll probably be something in the credits, but, you know. It was fine to watch them for a period of time when we first, when we were getting into the big heavy missions, because it makes sense.
That's the target's predicted field of movement. The target this time is a Soviet soldier who was passing information about his country's activities to Langley. He's the kind of scum I'd like to keep off Mother Base. But he knows about the parasites. We need to extract him to make sure neither the US or the Soviets learn of their existence.
Well, I can do, Chief. I'll just take a nice little drive and we'll go and get him. So I guess we're just extracting one dude. So the stakes of the game has been lowered slightly. You know, as we get to like that very climactic finish with Sahelanthropus and Skullface's end, and seemingly like, you know, the end of the game, to then shortly have to be like, oh, can you go extract this CIA agent? It's like, obviously things continue after, but it's just funny to be like, man, it's almost as if we didn't just like kind of almost save the world a little bit, which was nice. It was nice to feel like we're being the good guys as much as we're got our own Mother Base thing going on, and we're kind of the bad guys at times. But it was nice to...
Analysis complete.
It was nice to feel like we were still the heroes, you know? We saved... you know, the world from Skullface. Alright, so there's a bunch of walker gears. We're nearby the target's predicted field of movement. Try and keep an eye out, but then also... Oh, he's killing the animals, right? I was like, what's that shooting?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Объект обнаружен. Координаты 0385012750. Пришли за транспорт. Прием.
Oh.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Отправляем группу. Оставайтесь там до ее прибытия.
That's my target, boys. Alright, we got some walker gears though. Oh, they're all armored. This is going to be a problem. We should have dealt with these guys much earlier. Obviously, we didn't know. Alright. They've got a pretty unbreakable formation going on here. If I hold up one of these dudes, I feel like they'll all see me. The vehicle's coming too. Damn it. Oh, my dog. What if we just put the guy to sleep?
Значит, он жив. Да, но он очень ослаб. Ладно, я свяжусь с КП.
КП-4. Транспорт прибыл. Везу объект во дворец. Прием. КП. Понял. Не теряйте бдительности. Прием.
These guys would be so much easier to deal with if they didn't have armors.
Security there will be tight. Think you can grab the target before he arrives? I'm sending his predicted route to your iDroid. That's the target.
Analysis complete.
Хорошо, совершение! Будьте начеку! Что такое? Солдат упал! Хорошо, совершение! Будьте начеку! Нет, не делай этого!
Okay, this is so weird. Hold on. I'm gonna keep putting that guy to sleep, dude.
Что там? Хорошо, совершение! Хорошо, совершение!
This is so weird. Oh, damn. Oh no! Get away from the car, dude! Get away from the car, dude! I'm dead. Oh my god. You know what I fucked up there? I actually would have had that. What was really weird is no one was noticing me. Boss! No one was noticing me getting the other dudes. All I had to do there was just take each one down one by one.
Boss, you need to extract the target alive. He might be able to tell us about what went on at OKB-0.
Go!
Oh god, no! Oh, that's so heartbreaking to watch. I failed that one spectacularly. Why did I ask D-Dog to do that? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Get off! Get off! There you go. Get off. Dickhead. Alright, let's quickly get this dude out of here. Fucking where? Where was he again? There. There he is.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
The map has been updated.
That's the target.
Good night, sweet prince. Got him.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
I mean, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. That's one fucking way to do it. You stay asleep, so.
Exfiltrated hot
Right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Completed. Just quickly sprint in there and just whip them out of there. I like that I did almost get one by one each person off the walker gear.
Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Thank you. Thank you. I try my best. And that mission could probably go completely differently if you let them go all the way to the palace and see what happens when the prisoner gets taken there, which is why these missions in this game has replayability.
Boss, the target filled us in on what's been going on. He betrayed the Soviets, passing information to Langley, but got scared after learning XOF used the vocal cord parasites. Then came feelings of guilt that his leaks sent comrades to their deaths, and fear that America might deploy such a weapon itself. But in reality, XOF and Langley don't have a collaborative relationship, and Skullface was not working for America. Still, I can't blame the man for being afraid. After laying low with the Mujahideen, he tried to cut his ties with the US and return to the Soviet military. But along the way, someone came after him, and he was forced back into hiding. Could have been remnants of XOF looking to silence him. And you know the rest. He doesn't seem to know much about the parasites, but nevertheless, it'd be too dangerous to hand him over to Langley or the Soviets. We'll keep him here as originally planned.
And there we go. What? The hamburgers of Kazuhiro Miller. What? Skullface's objective, the man on fire again, metallic archaea, Code Talker's research. So we're just going to start getting tapes now. They're just like, okay, you want motherfucking story? Here it is.
Come on back to base.
Here it is in cassette tape form. Have as much as you want. 5 tapes at a time. And we're forced to come back to base now. Jesus.
I'm sorry, boss. It's my fault. I should have been keeping an eye on them. I'll let you know if we learn something.
A pipe crushed one of the kids. Do you reckon it was Eli? Where did he go? Because he walks off in this direction. Is that the only reason we were asked to come back to...
Thank you for putting an end to the epidemic.
To Mother Base? I wonder if you can actually... I wonder if there's a spot where you can see them. Or does he go... Is he going to be up on his... Actually, he might be up the top. Because he sits in his chair when we leave, right? The command platform? Which platform? Yeah, he would be up here. Let's see. Ooh, we got a red door. I also got an emblem piece. There is a red door there. Is he up there? There's a guy there. Can we get up there? Maybe it might be related to the door that we can't open yet. That'll take us up there. Oh, hang on. Maybe. Oh no, it's just... Yeah, okay. I don't think we can get up to see him, but that might be the door to do so. Interesting. Alright, well, if that's the case, I might bring this episode to a close with whatever is going on there. Yeah, interesting stuff. So we finished chapter 1, and chapter 2 now begins, where we've got even more cassette tapes to get into, which we will listen to next time, and we'll see what all of that is about, and we'll get into another mission. There's currently not another main mission. It is these two, which is curious. So I guess we'll run around. We'll do some side missions, or maybe do the subsistence and the extreme missions, and then we'll just see what happens in terms of where the story goes next episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Metal Gear Solid 5. Probably the biggest episode yet, where everything came to a huge climactic finish for chapter 1, and it continues. I'll see you then.